Hi everyone, so today I thought it would be a good idea to bring you onto the mat with me to help me as well as you stay accountable for some of our voice practices and just some of those fundamental stuff that's so essential to keeping our voice, our craft, all of that in tip-top shape. This is specifically going to be looking at breath capacity and all things breathing and just expanding. So specifically, if you ever feel like you're holding a lot of tension in your body or breath, maybe you feel like you run out of breath a lot, maybe you feel like your capacity needs more, maybe you struggle with projection, maybe you have asthma, acid reflux, maybe you're a smoker or an ex-smoker, you're going to want to prioritize all of this. So I hope you enjoy this sort of follow along breath capacity work, and let's crack on. So I'm going to be starting on the mat today. You don't necessarily need to have a mat in order to do this. It's worth saying that so many of these exercises are not invented by myself. They usually stem from yogic practices and yogic traditions, so you'll find some are quite familiar to that. But if you don't want to use a mat, you can always get a cushion to get under the knees. I'm going to start in a sort of tabletop position, knees around the hips, toes tucking under for now, but I might just give it a flex and release. And this is all going to be about trying to use the breath. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to start arching the back as I release and exhale. I'm then going to bring the top of the head up as I curve my back round, the tailbone coming up, as I allow that breath in and out. Going the other way. And you can absolutely go at your own pace, go with whatever your body wants, but just really gently undulating the spine and just getting a little bit of breath and movement. Tied in together as you inhale and exhale. And in. And out. I'm going to sit back onto the ankles, bring my knees a little bit further out into child's pose position. Taking breaths here, maybe feeling the shoulders expand as you allow the breath in. Breathing into your back. And the breath out, it releases. And again, breathing into the back. And out, and in, and out. I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to move them over to the right hand side. I'm breathing into whatever side is being stretched. Breathing in, out, and in. And out. And we're going to move the fingertips over to the other side. I'm really just going with whatever my body feels up to today. I'm trying to find space. We're always trying to find that extra space to breathe into when it comes to breath capacity and growing our capacity to breathe, coming back onto the hands into tabletop position. Once again, curving the back. And breathing in and out. Lovely. We can start doing slow rotations on the wrists as you start exhaling on a long and as you allow the breath back into the body, see if you can feel your abdominal wall going down into the floor. It's like it's giving into gravity. So as we allow the breath in, my stomach is kind of using the gravity to help it just relax. So breathing in, belly splats towards the floor. And the other way, let's try on a S sound. So a and as you allow that breath in, not only might you feel it in the abdominal wall, you might feel it in your pelvis as well. Just imagining this big balloon right in the pelvis. Around the other side again. And last time, the other side. Beautiful, good. Once you find that movement in there, we're going to come onto your backs in whatever way feels comfortable. You might, at this point, want to grab a cushion or a book underneath the head. Totally up to you. We're not going to spend too long down here, but we're going to go into semi-supine, and then we're going to think about it filling our chest area. So it's almost like this wave where we start filling up the tank right from the hips up to here, and then release. And again, filling up. Now, if you're hearing a slight or a big gasp as you allow that breath in, chances are you're sucking in, because if I do that big gasp, my belly's coming in, not out. So we want to think about this big yawn and this big open space in the oropharynx. So just giving this huge big yawn, and you should notice that that's where your belly really expands just naturally. And then we're going to start releasing on a long zzz. I'm almost imagining these vibrations are just coming from that diaphragm and just vibrating up to the ceiling, painting the color of the ceiling. Hopefully now we have this mechanism or the mechanics right of filling from the belly and then up to the chest if necessary. Nice and gently, in whatever way is comfortable, rolling onto one side, sitting yourself back up. Now, you're welcome to do this standing as well, but just for the sake of now, I'm going to do this sat down, and we're going to do a little bit of just expanding those ribs even more. Now, usually when we go into speaking, you'll hear me talk about this idea of just allow the breath in. Don't actively try to breathe in, and that's still very, very, very accurate. However, when we're looking at breath capacity, this is a slightly different way of working on breath. Breath usually when we go to speak should feel very easeful, not take too much effort. But if we're looking at breath capacity, then that's a zone where we want to try to actually increase the muscle capacity as well. So just before we finish, this is more of an exercise, if you like. You're going to bring one hand up, hold the wrist, you're going to pull on that hand. And we're breathing into this side of the ribs. In fact, you can even have a little feel of this side. Have a little tap up and down. Then I want you to give yourself a tight squeeze, and you're going to breathe into the hand that's squeezing across the ribs. So breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. Almost like you're pushing your hand away from you. And again, breathing in and out. Relaxing that hand down. Same thing on the other side. We're just expanding the intercostal muscles here between the ribs. Taking that hand, breathing into this side, maybe giving a little pat up and down, maybe giving a little massage, whatever works for you. Beautiful. And three big breaths, pushing that hand away. Lovely. And you can bring your hands forward, and you can almost imagine that you're swimming through something with your wrists first. Maybe you can start expanding the back of the intercostals here. Let's try doing this on a so we're just swimming through that treacle, really opening up the back of the ribs. Beautiful. So we've done those sides, that back, that belly. And just to finish off, you can bring yourself back onto the mat. You can give a really gentle side twist. Trying to breathe into the diaphragm here. Really good to get the spine undulating as you try all of these things out. And the other side. 3 breaths. Beautiful. And then just coming to cross-legged or whatever position, seated position feels comfortable for you. Taking a second to rest the arms on your knees. Taking that big breath and feeling the effects or how your tank feels now. For me, I definitely feel more spacious, definitely feel like my capacity has grown. So if you repeat this video every couple of days, every day or so, you'll definitely feel like you're getting the most out of your lung capacity, and it will come into your craft, your day-to-day speaking, and all of that good stuff. Now, like I said, all of this has really linked to just the breath work, and we haven't even thought about going onto breath into sound yet. But if you are interested in more information like this, more coaching like this, my consultation will be in the description below. Plus, I do 10-week courses for actors. One is starting up literally in October. So if you're based in London and would like to come along and join the fun for more of this, please do let me know by reaching out also. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, press subscribe, share it with a friend, like, save it for next time, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.